Hi guys, how are you? Happy afternoon. It is, goodness gracious, here right now there's a windstorm going on that is bonkers. It might be, let's see here. It might be actually turning off the computers. It's been turning off everything. Oh, holy smokes. There's a fire engine coming behind us right now. But it's kind of crazy right now. It's pretty fun though too for the kids because these big windows. Yes, and Finley's doing her homework at my desk right now. She's very proud of. And we've got back to school night tonight, so there's all this fun stuff going on. Hey Dana, how are you? Oh, there is the fire engine. Well, let's say a little prayer for those people if they're okay. And my fire engine in the back. So I wanted to do this for day 16 of the Inspirator Facebook challenge right now because I know that last night my littles, we do have to do some read nude sleep training. As Finley's never been one that's been amazing with sleep with her tummy issues. However, now it's from a move and from switching rooms and everything else. She just does not like to sleep anymore. As in, not at all. But she does take naps, so that's wonderful. She is cracking me up right now, though I do say 3.5 is a very fun time, and it is a very funny time too. Okay, goofball. So this is today. It is how to be consistent. This question has come up by so many different people. It's come up from quite a few of you guys messaging it to me. It came up from, actually from her preschool teacher, her new preschool teacher. It came up from some old boot campers. It came up from some old clients. But how can I stay consistent? Consistent in my training, consistent in my nutrition, consistent in my time management. All those come into play, completely come into play when it comes to reaching your goals. Right? When it comes to powering up and reaching your goals. So let me backtrack a little bit. Erin Kreitz Shirey, personal trainer and empowerment coach. And this is the 30-day challenge to answer all of your questions for everything that applies to Inspirator coaching and fitness. So fitness, goal setting, being a mom to 3 medical miracles, being a mom with 3 daughters, family fitness, fitness adventure, fitness retreats, starting fitness retreats, being an entrepreneur for 13 years. What are the other facets that we've been diving into? Goal setting, empowerment. I'm sorry guys, I am at a loss for some of the other things that we've gone through, but there's been so many different ones. And so for today though, for you, how to be consistent. How many of you have a problem with being consistent? How many people? Anybody? So Dana, I know that you're on here. Have you ever had a problem with being consistent with exercise? You've been doing amazing with exercise since I've known you. Hey Erin, how are you doing? So good to see you pop on. Yes, you need this. Oh, fantastic. Okay. Yes, Finley, I'm doing a fun one. Do you want to come over and be with it too? Okay. So here's the thing with consistency. I'm going to give you some quick tips and then I'm going to just lay it all out there. Okay. Hey, Andrea, how are you doing? So, and my kids will probably be popping in and out any moment right here. Emerson's coming over to say hello with her Tay-Tay shirt on. And so 4 ways to be consistent. 1, pack your bag ahead of time for whatever it is that you're going to do. Is it for work, if it's for the gym, if it's for even just going for a run, pack and get your stuff ready ahead of time. That's number 1. 2, prep meal plan. Sit down and just do it. That's the biggest thing for anything with consistency is to bite the bullet and you just got to do it versus talking about it and whining about it. Just do it. There is more time spent with people whining about, I need to do better, I need to be consistent, I need to, by the time they're done with all of that hot air, guess what could happen? They could have done the workout, they could have made the meal, they could have planned the week ahead of meals, they could have planned the trip, they could have done anything. Yes, like if you pack your hiking bag the night before, you need to do some meal prep. Exactly, Dana, huge, huge, huge. And so Tara, I'm so glad that you're on here right now. I'm just messaging you actually when all of our power went out with this windstorm that's going on right now. But, so here's the thing, anytime that you complain about what you should be doing, this is key guys, anytime you complain about what you should be doing, like that, oh, I should work out, oh, I should write this letter, oh, I should do my taxes, oh, I should get off my tushy and start that goal, start that business, oh, I should call my best friend. Think and do one thing that is adverse to that complaint. In other words, switch around and do one thing towards that goal to do it, right? So let's say, oh, I should go work out right now. And you think that, then do one thing that's gonna flip that around. Okay, let me get my shoes and bring them to the front door. Okay, let me look on the gym calendar and see as to what classes are right now that I want to go to because I need that external motivation. Okay, let me see as to what time Erin's Inspirator Academy is. Let me reference the old videos. Let me work out at home. Let me pop on my phone and plug it into the tripod so I can work out outside. Anytime you think of something like that, let's say if it comes to meal planning, you're thinking, gosh, I should plan the food right now for the week. I'm so tired, I just don't want to do it. And you start getting that cycle. Well, that cycle is what makes people not being consistent. I should get off Facebook, not now, but that's usually my should. You know what, Tara, that's pretty common. One of actually my girlfriends, she shared today that she had been on, it was my old boot campers from Portland, that she had been on Facebook for so long that she thought that it was kids getting ready for school, but it was actually their repairman that had come to the house, and she was so mortified that she'd been in the bathroom that long on Facebook that she popped out with her head down, kind of like, oh my gosh, because she had just lost, you know, as a mom, you try and get a little window of time, wherever it may be. We all know we sometimes hide in the bathroom for longer than we should, just for a few minutes. And yeah, she was on Facebook the whole time. She got sucked into Facebook. And that made me chuckle, but also made me go, how much time do people spend on Facebook? And so that is with Facebook, go in with deliberate timers and deliberate focus with Facebook, because otherwise it is a time suck. The wind, is it bonkers? Oh, it's going to continue to be bonkers, huh, E-Bomb? So, hey, Stacy, how are you doing? I hope that you're doing great. Yeah, you can relate. I know, right? With some busy, busy boys, Tara. So that's one thing. Anytime you complain about that set goal that you want to do, just do it. Hey, Carly, how are you? Carly, I think that I saw your legs and your arm and some recent pro compression ads. Am I right? Because I could have sworn that was, the sounds kind of funny to know your forearm, but from all of our fitness blogging and everything, and my old past life of fitness blogging, since I don't really do it so much anymore, but I believe I saw your arm and your strong legs in the pro compression ad that they would just put out there. Hey Stacy, so good to see you. Yeah, Carly, I think it could be you. So look at the pro compression ads. There's tons of them, and I think it could be you. Also, because all of us having our momentum wraps, the person had a watch on the right arm with 2 momentum wraps, and I was like, God, I think that might be Carly. How fun that she's in some ads. So anyhow, let me get back to this because I so get distracted because I get so excited to see all you guys on here. But this question is about how to be consistent. So these are the basic tips before I get to the 5 how-tos, and also write all goals down all the time. The reason being is that when you write your goals down and you put them down in a journal, you reference them again. Hey, Sarah, you reference them again and again, and you look at them and you say, you know what? I don't know if that goal is applicable anymore, but is that a goal that I want to be consistent to maintain? Is that a goal that I want to achieve? If so, let me get the game plan in order and let me do a little bit every single day to make that goal happen. Because once you do, those little nuggets of consistency make a big, big, big change. They really do. Let me even use unpacking the house, right? So here it is, we moved. It's, you know, I've been pretty open. It's been a challenge. We're dealing with, we said talk to a lawyer today about this awesome house, but we've had to be consistent. We've had to follow through and all this different stuff with the house to create it to be our own, unpacking the boxes while being consistent and being on top of it with the property management to get the bathroom fixed, get the windows they're still painted check, get the windows unpainted check, get the repair person out here, get the fence fixed, get this. So the list of everything versus the list of unpacking, check off list, boom, 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 just being consistent a little bit every single day, because that's how you create that success and that end solution that you're striving for. And so for the 5 tips, so here's the 5 tips. So the back of it was just some little tidbits, but here's the 5 tips for how to be consistent. So guys, do me a favor, give me a heart in here to let me know that this works with you. Share with me any extra tips that you have, because you all feed off of each other. What's so great is we all learn from each other. And here's one. Little habits over time add up. Little habits over time add up. So let's say that when it comes to meal planning, you might not be one that is enjoying, hey, how are you doing? You might not be one that is joining that meal plans all the time, right? But then you do it, you start doing it, say you do Taco Tuesday, because you know that you can get a good, healthy protein, carb, fat balance, right? A good, healthy meal on your table for your family every Tuesday, because it's Taco Tuesday. And then say you got, I call it, under the kitchen sink salad day, right? To where it's like every single thing is under the kitchen sink, you know, like as in what's in your fridge? What do you have? Do you have apples? Do you have carrots? Do you have cucumber? And you've got some nuts in there, maybe some good cheese and some protein. Throw it all into a salad and put it all together. Do that maybe on Thursdays. And say that your kids love, they like pasta, but you want to get some more protein, so you make a pasta bar Wednesday or something like that. But the more that you start doing certain nights for yourself, the easier it is with meal planning too. And breakfast for dinner nights, those are super fun, super healthy ways to get good fruits, vegetables, but proteins into. Hi Eileen, how are you? Melissa, I hope you're doing well, by the way. And so that's an easy way to do it, but the more that you start doing it to where first it's 1 day a week that you're consistent with that, and then 2 days a week, and then 3 days a week, and then you realize that you just sit down on you could be Saturday or Sunday. I do things on Mondays, and because that works better for myself and my family. But then you start doing it and you start, you know, meal planning and stay on that day of the week, and you sit down with your calendar and you just meal plan it on out, you get the grocery shopping done. That little bit each week that you've done then adds up to making that habit just part of your weekly setup, and therefore you've actually bought yourself back time. Right, Tara, the Facebook effect, to where you're going, I don't need to do the Facebook wasting of time, but I've got all this set up for my food every night. And I'm really happy with that because I know that I bought myself time by being organized with the evening. So that's what. Now, mind you, as I say that, I have to go to Trader Joe's after I finish this up to get some more food for our family for tonight, because it's back to school night, and I promised the kids that I get them some fun things, and we don't have them at the house. So anyhow, 2, don't feel as if you failed if you don't go 120% perfect. This is where people get stuck, okay? So when it comes to fitness, when it comes to goals, when it comes to, say, business, they feel that they haven't reached this end level of amazing success. If they haven't reached this element of just like, I have got this goal that is so high up here, and it's so high up here, and I have not reached that goal by night, say 30 days in. For some people, they need more immediate success. They need to be so perfect within that first week. If they haven't done it by then, that they are a failure. So why even get going, right? And they stop. But that's what ruins consistency. It's more when you keep showing up and keep showing up. Don't feel that you're a failure if you haven't done it 120% perfect. If that was the case, my goodness gracious, I wouldn't be an athlete. I wouldn't have my own business. I have failed so many times. Gosh, motherhood, hello. Let's talk about that, right? Like, how many times have we worked our tushies off, but you're dealing with the unknown every single day. When it comes to marriage, partnership, how many times have you failed? But you just keep going, you keep showing up. You felt that way for sure. Exactly, right? To where if you don't just keep showing up when you're perfectly imperfect, then you're never going to be consistent. And so you want to be consistent. So keep showing up, giving it your best every single time. And gradually over time, it's a non-negotiable to where whatever it is that goal is that you're working for. So fitness-wise, it's a non-negotiable. It's like getting out. It's just like, you know, brushing your teeth in the morning. First thing, non-negotiable. Okay? So for fitness, when you're more and more consistent every single day, that creates that pattern. It creates just part of your life. So I myself, I wouldn't know as to personally, and of course it is, yes, I know, a profession. However, as a trainer, you don't always have to train. You know, there's many trainers that take big breaks from training. I know quite a few right now that have done some different life changes. They take a little break from training. For Jack and myself, it's just ingrained in us. I can't imagine not being active every day. I can't imagine not being consistent every day with my exercise, because it fuels me to make me feel good. It gives me the energy to be a better mom, the energy to be a better person. It works with my own goals. It works with my professional goals, all of that, okay? Now, mind you, let's talk about active commuting. The consistency with that is what made it to where it just is part of my life. Riding my bike, walking everywhere. Being consistent on days when it's harder, such as it's raining, or it's really windy and cold, or the kids are whining. Those are days where it's harder to active commute. It'd be easier to throw everybody into the car and just go. However, there's a little bit of guilt that pops in. I feel better when we're active commuting. The kids do better in the end as well. And so before the snow, we don't know what's gonna be like with snow again, but even with that, we were in Portland and we had snowstorms at different times. Would active commuting, you know, when the stuff was just a mile away, half mile away, would walk there and come back. Would, you know, you just kind of, it gets to be part of your life. And so that does take time and patience and persistence and being consistent over time to make that part of your everyday. Some of those in the 5-day The Fear and Fitness Challenge, they shared that they started bike commuting this week and how the kids loved it so much. Like Kelly shared, she had 3 girls and she biked to pick them up from school. It's so great. Hey Sandy, how are you doing? Say hi to Alameda for me, please. And she biked them to school, got them to school, biked home, and then biked to pick up the kids, and went for a family bike ride last night, and they all loved it. And it's now just going to be part of their week, and they've been doing it now for a couple weeks, and it's so exciting to see that, because the fact that little bit, hey Kelly, how are you? That it gets to be that little bit part of every week to where now it's gonna be consistent in just what they do. Okay, so number 3, keep creating and assessing your goals and adding in new goals. And I just touched this before with writing your goals down in your time. But truly, to be consistent, keep creating new goals. Your goals aren't going to be the same all the time. They aren't going to be the same right now as to what they were, say, even 1 week ago, 1 month ago, 2 months ago. So those that you want to keep assessing those goals and keep looking at them. I just rewrote my entire work goals for this next quarter, for September through December. They are so different. They are so fierce. I've got these huge work goals set ahead of me, and I'm excited. I'm motivated because we have more and more people living like their own inspirators, and they push me outside my comfort zone, right? But I have to be consistent every single day to achieve them. I have to be consistent every single day to dig in and keep following up on the work that is, for me, not my favorite part, some of those elements of it, but I just got to do it. Right? I would rather be up on the trails, running on the trails, or creating healthy meals, which is for many of you guys the harder part, the exercise part, the nutrition part. That for me is the fun stuff. So anyhow, that is number 3. Number 4 is just stop beating yourself up. Please stop beating yourself up and whining about it, and just do it. To be consistent, you just gotta do it. You gotta stop beating yourself up. Stop complaining, oh, when I was in college, I was this, before I had kids, I, didn't have this different tummy I have right now. Well, yeah, of course you didn't. Your body was different before you had kids. But you know what? Here's where you are right now. Just get started and go for it. Quit whining about it and just do it. And that sounds, I know, simpler. It's easier said than done, because there's so much work up here that needs to be done before you can do the work everywhere else. Hence why I'm an empowerment coach blended with personal training, because that side of it is so delightful to me, to see people own up. All of this right here, all of this work right here is what makes the biggest shifts. And so when you hear yourself talking to yourself going, oh, I wish I was like this. Oh, at my wedding, I had trained so hard for my wedding and then I stopped. Oh, I want to be like that. Then say, no, I am a strong person. I am somebody who exercises. I am somebody who eats healthy. I am somebody who owns my own business. You start talking like the person that you want to be again, where you are right now, not where you were before, where you are right now, and moving ahead. Because this is all you got to deal with. Before is before, right? You don't know how to exercise on vacation. Oh, Kelly, my friend, join us in Hawaii and you'll learn how. I hope you can come to Hawaii. I really do hope you can come to Hawaii. But you know what, Kelly, have yourself add into the 5-day Fear and Fitness Challenge. There's just 2 more days of it, but all the videos that are in there are workouts that you can do anywhere, and especially on vacation. And exercising on vacation is one of those things to where it's kind of like just like a non-negotiable. In order to go home and feel healthy and feel amazing, you want to exercise on vacation. It makes the day so much better. It makes you enjoy the food and the drink and everything that much more, because you've been moving your body. And so put out different ways to make it a fitness active vacation. Think of different things that you want to do. It could be kayaking, it could be hiking, it could be horseback riding, it could be swimming, it could be mountain biking, it could be trail running, it could be salsa dancing, it could be hula dancing, anything, right? Just write down different active ways, all activities that you want to do that are physical activities. And then that's also another way to add in exercise while you're on vacation. Just a quick tip right there. So, yeah, so stop beating yourself up and worrying about it, but just do it. And it really is, just get going, just get started. Just that little step, those little steps of being consistent, that will make the big difference. And now this is the last one. It's something I was thinking about when I was doing the stairs today, and I shared it. Hey, Shelly, how are you doing? And I shared it actually. So if you've been on Facebook today prior to right now, you might have seen me share it with a picture of stairs. And the stairs were from at the end of the workout I did earlier, this hard workout. God, I was dripping buckets. You used to think that too. Now because you do it every day, when you're actually on vacation, you crave it. Exactly, Andrea, exactly. And look at how hard you worked for the retreat last year. Like, you made that so hard, and that was a vacation, that retreat of, you know, for 4 days, and you came home just to where it's non-negotiable. You are just on top of everything. Hey Vaughn, how are you doing, my friend? Hello. Please give Seth and Sandy a huge hug from me. We're actually planning a trip, hopefully in the next couple months, to get back out to Portland. But so anyhow, guys, so here's the one that I was thinking about when I was running the stairs today. And it just is, I was thinking about how people being consistent and how comparing themselves, like, oh, this person, they can cook healthier because they have, you know, a nanny to keep them at home, so the moms get more time to cook, or they can, their business is up and running because of X, Y, and Z, and oh, thank you. They, you know, there's so many different things to where comparison-wise, like to where people always look at it, it seems like the grass is greener, right? To where it's like, oh, they can exercise every day because they're a personal trainer. There's still a lot of juggling going around, guys. I have to manage my kids, gotta manage my business, gotta manage right now the house, all these different things, and that has to happen in order for me to exercise, but it's choices, right? And so let's see, when it comes to the comparison game online, you know what? Everyone paints a different picture. Not everyone. Many people paint a different picture online than what's really going on. That's the joy of Facebook Live to me, is the fact that in these Facebook Lives, you guys get what's going on. Like, everything. I've been pretty opaque about so many different things in life. Not an overshare of bad stuff, but reality with there's bad stuff going on when it's going on, because in fact, that's part of life. But a lot of people like to paint the most beautiful pictures, the Instagram effect, the Pinterest pictures for every single picture. And the reality is that's not life. And so when you see that and you compare yourself to their best moments, that's not kind to you. So stop the comparison game. And here it is. Comparison is a thief of time. Just do it. So that's what I was thinking about today when I was running these stairs. Like, you know, I was, you know, dropped off Finley on this awesome workout, went straight to the park to this workout. I'm looking at the stairs going, gosh, this is so awesome, so great. And honestly, you know what I was doing a little bit? I was avoiding coming back to the house for a little bit because you're running. Yeah. Have a good run. He's so good. He knows when I'm doing Facebook Lives as to what's going on. It's so funny. We talked about running earlier because we got back to school night tonight, and he was waiting until this storm was passing because this wind was so nuts. But anyhow, so for it though, I realized when I was up there on these stairs, I was like, I'll let him know, Dana, that I was just working out more and more so I could avoid coming home. I had work to do with coming home. I only had though until 1 o'clock for Finley's to pick her up at preschool, and I was avoiding coming home because there was laundry to do while I was doing work, and I had this big workload and And so I did stairs for another 20 minutes. And it just was fun for me because I'm like, okay, Erin, do one more. It's so much fun. And I'm like, just get your tushy home. You guys gotta go face the music and go get that work done. And so just thinking about that though, to where it just had me think, like, comparison is a thief of time. Just do it. So don't compare yourself to anybody else except for you right now. Don't compare yourself to anybody else except for who you want to become and who you're working so hard to strive to be, right? To where we're all bettering ourselves and all growing so beautifully and strong and capable every single day. Mind you, if you're putting in the work, if you're putting in that hard work, if you're putting in the time, if you're enjoying life, if you're, you know, trying, I have a friend actually who's so beautiful and wonderful, and she's bipolar. And she's been so open about her challenge with being bipolar. But she puts in so much gosh darn work every single day. I've got a few of her paintings in the house, and I love it so much because I know as to how much they mean to her. So it means even more to me to put them up on the walls. And there's one that's a mermaid I'm about to put by my desk, just because of the fact that she, you know, it's easy to do the comparison game, but when you're working so hard, and I watch her work so hard at being happy and work so hard at being a great mom and exercise and everything, I can't help but be overjoyed with when she's in such a beautiful place, because the fact that she's been open about how it's hard with the comparison game. And to be honest with you guys, consistency is it. Everyone, just a little bit of consistency every single day is what makes a big, huge shift. So hopefully you guys got some nuggets out of this. If not, just replay it and you'll get a little bit all the way through. So let me recap. 1, these are just the little notes part, pack bag ahead of time, prep meal plan, sit down and just do it. Anytime you complain, think and do one thing that is adverse to the complaint, okay? Write all goals down all the time. And then the 5 tips. 1, little habits over time add up. 2, don't feel as if you failed if you didn't do all 120% perfect. 3, keep creating and assessing goals and adding in new goals. 4, stop beating yourself up and just do it. 4, comparison is a thief of time. So that is it. Hopefully you got some nuggets there. I wish you guys a beautiful night, and I will see you tomorrow for Lucky 17 on this Facebook challenge. Bye.